Hey, what's going on, you guys? In this video, I'm going to be talking about things that rich people do that the poor don't. So stick around. You might learn some new habits that will help you become wealthy. Hey, what's going on, you guys? Benjamin here with Motivational Marketer, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about things that rich people do. So have you ever thought about how the top 1% are super wealthy? Meanwhile, there's a lot of people out there who are struggling just to pay their rent. Well, this doesn't happen by accident. In this video, I'm going to be talking about things that the rich people do that the poor don't. So this can mean the difference between living lavishly and living in poverty. So the first thing that I want to talk about that rich people do, which is wildly underrated nowadays, is read. The top successful people in the world are always reading books. I know you might think that reading is common sense, but common sense is not always common practice. If you look at people like Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, and Bill Gates, these are all people who dedicate their time to reading. There's an expression that I heard before, and it goes, the more that you learn, the more that you earn. And this is 100% true. If you're an entrepreneur and you read one book a month on the area that you want to be successful in about 5 years, you're going to have just as much knowledge as the top successful people in your area are. People who live in poverty, on average, read one book a year. So if you don't dedicate time to reading and educating yourself, you're voluntarily passing up the opportunity to gain knowledge, which could lead to financial prosperity. So another thing that separates the rich from the poor is that rich people see opportunity, meanwhile the poor only see obstacles. If I told you that you could become rich by reading one book per week and in 12 months you'd be a millionaire, would you see the opportunity of becoming a millionaire, or would you see the obstacle of having to read one book a week? You see, people who have a rich mindset would read one book a week hands down. Meanwhile, the people with the poor mindset would make all these excuses on why they can't read a book a week. It all comes down to perspective. So the third thing that rich people do differently than poor people is that they hang around with positive, successful people. I remember when I was growing up, my mom used to tell me, show me who your friends are and I'll tell you who you are. What she meant by this is by the people you hang around with is the kind of person that you're going to become. And at the time that she told me this, I wasn't hanging around with the best kind of people. Rich people hang around with other successful and positive people who are just like them. Because rich people know that the people you hang around with will help drive your success. Poor people don't go out of their way to try to hang out with successful and influential people. They're content with where they are in life, and they're more focused on going out and partying. Or they're not even concerned with doing anything that's productive for them, because the same kind of people they hang around with share the same interests as them. So the fourth thing that rich people do differently than poor people is how they handle problems. When rich people encounter a problem, especially when it comes to their business, do you think they quit and they give up and say, I can't do this? No, they find a solution to the problem that they're having. They actually look forward to problems that they have because it's an opportunity for them to learn something new. Meanwhile, on the other hand, poor people usually tend to give up when they're facing a new challenge. They think to themselves that they can't do it, and they start to think that they can't succeed in life. And they start to take on this victimhood mentality. So you should always look for a solution whenever you're faced with a new challenge. So the fifth thing that separates rich people from poor people is knowledge about money. You see, poor people are usually frugal when it comes to shopping, but they won't invest any money if it's gonna be for an online course or any kind of workshop that's gonna help improve their life or educate themselves. Meanwhile, the rich are also frugal with their spending, but they also understand the value of investing into themselves. whether it's self-improvement courses or educational classes, because they know that they're gonna get their return on investment. And the last thing that separates the rich people from the poor people is that rich people understand the law of income. Rich people believe that they're going to be compensated for the value that they're delivering to the marketplace. So I want you to think about somebody like Steve Jobs. He was able to become rich because he was delivering a product that would help improve people's lives and also change the world, which was the iPhone. He was giving massive value to the marketplace when he did this. Poor people, on the other hand, feel like they should be compensated for the level of work that they put in. Even though it is true that hard work is a part of success, when you're working at a job that pays you hourly, it doesn't matter how hard you're working because you're still getting paid the same. So these are things to keep in mind the next time you're wondering what rich people do differently. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I also hope you guys learned something new. And if you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, then I invite you to subscribe to my channel and also hit the bell icon so you can be notified when I upload new videos. And I'm also going to leave links in the description for books that every entrepreneur should read. Well, that's pretty much it for this video. So with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one.